Back by popular demand, I am here to react to the original animated series of Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's what it's called. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. You can use code Molly Burke for 10% off your purchase of a website or domain name. Toph is evidently a very beloved and popular character. I recently did this reaction video where I talked about the casting for the live action, the fact that they did not cast a blind person authentically for the role of Toph, and the amount of overwhelming comments I received wanting to see me react to the animated original series was overwhelming. So I'm here to do so. My fiance has watched the series. He loved it. He's a big fan. I watched like the first 1 or 2 episodes quite a few months ago, but we didn't watch anything beyond that. He selected a scene that he really wanted me to see and then also found like a fun little montage. So let's get reacting. For this first clip, I'm actually going to be watching it on Netflix with the audio description turned on, but for the montage, I'm not going to. So we're going to start with the audio description to ease me into things. Headphones on, fake laptop prop open. Let's watch.
Inside the house, Aang shaves his head and smiles. Sokka trims his sparse mustache hairs with his machete. Katara does her hair. Momo rubs his head. Toph lies asleep.
Thank
with her
God there's
hair
AD.
standing
This
on
is all
end.
visual.
Katara enters the bedroom.
Toph, aren't you gonna get ready for the day?
Toph sits up and spits into a nearby jug.
Ew.
She stands and brushes dust off herself.
I'm ready. You're not gonna wash up? You've got a little dirt on your... everywhere, actually.
You call it dirt. I call it a healthy coating of earth.
You know what we need? A girl's day out.
Do I have to?
It'll be fun.
Toph hangs her head. Later, the two girls stand outside a large building.
The Fancy Lady Day Spa? Sounds like my kind of place.
Are you ready for some serious pampering?
Sure, Katara. Whatever you say. As long as they don't touch my feet.
Inside, two women hold Toph's shoulders.
Wait, pause? I'm confused. Was Toph able to read the sign? She was like, something something day spa. Sounds like my kind of place.
As long as they don't touch my feet.
Inside, two women hold Toph's shoulders as a third scrapes dirt off the soles of her feet. Toph earthbends one of the women from the room. Next, she and Katara sit in mud baths wearing mud masks. Toph makes her mud mask extend from her face as a woman approaches with towels. Then, Toph and Katara sit in a sauna. Toph adds a rock to a stack in a fire pit. Katara bends water over the hot rocks. Later, they wear blush and eyeshadow.
Well, that wasn't so bad. I'm not usually into that stuff, but I actually feel girly.
I'm glad. It's about time we did something fun together.
They cross a bridge over a canal. Three young women pass in the other direction.
Wow, great makeup. Thanks. For a clown.
Don't listen to them. Let's just keep walking.
I think she looks cute. Like that time you put a sweater on your pet poodle monkey.
Good one, Star.
Let's go, Toph.
No, that was a good one. Like your poodle monkey. You know what else is a good one?
Toph makes a hole in the bridge. The young women fall into the water below.
Now that was funny.
Katara sends them down the canal on a large wave.
Those girls don't know what they're talking about.
It's okay. One of the good things about being blind is that I don't have to waste my time worrying about appearances. I don't care what I look like.
This is like the first clip I'm seeing of Toph, really. So I don't know her personality. My fiance is saying that he thinks the context is like she has a tough outer shell. So she's saying, I don't care about what people look like or about what I look like because I'm blind, to like convince herself of that, which the amount of things that I have told myself simply to convince myself it's true when it's not, like the amount of things that I would tell myself like, oh, I don't care about that. So like I wouldn't want to do that anyways, only because it was inaccessible. So I couldn't do it. Like growing up when everybody was reading Twilight, the Twilight series didn't exist on audiobooks yet. So like all my friends were obsessed with Twilight, and it's easier to choose to be left out than it is to feel like you're being left out, if that makes sense. So I get that like that could be the context she's saying this comment within, but I do want to make it clear that many of us blind folk do care about how we look even if we can't see ourselves. And you guys know I've talked about that so many times, but that's my 2 cents.
Looking for anyone's approval. I know who I am.
That's what I really admire about you, Toph. You're so strong and confident and self-assured. And I know it doesn't matter, but you're really pretty.
I am?
Yeah, you are.
Toph smiles. They continue forward.
I do feel that like where her friend was like, you're really pretty for what it's worth, and she was like, I am, like I do feel that because I struggle when people say I'm pretty, because like I don't know if I believe them, and I don't know how I feel about the way I look. And like on one hand, it's like really nice to hear, like my mom used to tell me I was beautiful every single day because she knew I couldn't look in the mirror and like talk myself up. I couldn't say that with confidence to myself. When she's like, I am, like, because it's true, like I just truly don't know. Before we continue, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. I've been hosting my website on Squarespace for as long as I can remember at this point. But over the last year, we totally revamped it and gave it a much needed facelift. And we used one of their newest tools to help us. Design Intelligence uses cutting-edge AI to help you build a beautiful, bespoke online presence for your business or brand that fits your unique needs. All you have to do is answer a few quick questions, and then it helps generate the website for you. Of course, you're able to tweak it from there, but it really makes it so simple and seamless. And once your website is up and running, you can make money immediately by selling content. You can sell anything from courses, videos, blogs, or memberships. And then you can set up recurring revenue by putting up a paywall. Just set the price, and then you decide whether you want a one-time payment or subscription. Even if you don't make content, there are still ways to make money on Squarespace by turning any lead into paying clients, using proposals, estimates, contracts, and even invoices all through your website. So if you're ready to get building your Squarespace site, head to squarespace.com/Molly Burke to get 10% off your purchase of a website or domain name. All right, now let's get back into watching Toph.
So this is every time someone forgot Toph was blind.
There it is! That's what it will sound like when one of you spots it.
Toph, what are you doing here?
My dad changed his mind. He said I was free to travel the world.
Well, we better get out of here before your dad changes his mind again.
Good idea.
You're gonna be a great teacher, Toph.
Speaking of which, I want to show you something.
Okay.
Now we're even. I'll take the belt back.
Okay, so this one might require a little bit of context. Sokka throws it at her, so she can't catch it because it's flying through the air.
That has 100% happened to me. The amount of times that has happened in my life, oh my God, the worst was just like gym class in general. Whenever we were like tossing a ball back and forth, I got hit in the head or the chest so many times growing up with like a basketball or something. But I feel like in general, even now, sometimes you and I joke and like toss something back and forth to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
And like you'll try to like aim correctly right for my hands, and sometimes I get it and sometimes I don't, and I'll equally like try to throw things. I love at the gym trying to play basketball with the like my sweaty towel in the laundry hamper. I love like tossing it and trying to get it in. Honestly, 9 times out of 10 I get it in.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty good at that. But yes, I have absolutely had people do that. And I feel like sometimes my friends just do it out of instinct. Like I'll be like, oh, can I have that? And they're like, yeah, here. And they just like, they're so used to tossing stuff to people that they just toss it to me. And it either hits me or lands on the floor because I don't even make an attempt to catch it.
Sorry. Can't you watch where you're...
No.
Right. Sorry.
When people tell me to watch where I'm going, I would if I could. That's on you. You're gonna need to watch where I'm going, actually. You need to watch me for the both of us.
Okay, so this one, just for context, Toph uses her earthbending to tunnel a hole in the ground for the team so they can hide, and they jump in the hole.
Into the hole.
It's so dark down here. I can't see a thing.
Same.
Oh, what a nightmare.
I make that joke anytime somebody is like, I can't see. I'm like, oh my God, that must be so hard. Like, literally, that is my favorite go-to. Anytime somebody like takes their contacts out or their glasses off, or when we're driving in the car and my fiance is like, oh, the sun's like blinding, I can't see anything. I always love to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That must be so hard. Like, I love to give them fake empathy. It's really fun for me.
Okay, the context of this one is that the whole team are drawing sketches of Appa, their flying bison.
We found a printer to make our posters.
So the print is like really perfect.
I thought designing the Lost Appa poster was my job. I've been working all day on my Appa.
Sokka, the arrow was on Appa's head.
This is his head.
Why are feet coming out of it?
Those are his horns. I haven't seen him in a while, okay?
It looks just like him to me.
Thank you. I worked really... Why do you feel the need to do that?
10 out of 10. Also a joke I would make. Like, literally all of these thus far are jokes that I either have made, would make, or do actively make often. So, I mean, these are all very accurate blind girl jokes. The worst is, like, when I make these jokes. Okay, here's a common one that I feel like is just like that one. Whenever I'm on a Zoom meeting and somebody shares a deck and goes, can everybody see it? I'll go, no, I can't. And, like, it's always so awkward when people don't get it. I did that recently with something, like in person recently, like just the other day with people, and like nobody reacted. And I was like, this is awkward because either you guys don't get it or you do and you're not giving me anything back. And I'm gonna need you to give me a little something. I feel like you gotta like throw these jokes in to like ease people in and break the tension. And when they don't lean in, I'm like, okay, well now it's actually just more awkward. Like now it's more weird.
Toph, when I was in town, I found something that you're not gonna like.
Well, it sounds like a sheet of paper, but I guess you're referring to what's on the sheet of paper.
It's a wanted poster of you. They've nicknamed you the Runaway.
A wanted poster! That's so great! The Runaway. I love my new nickname. Is there a picture of me? Does it look good?
Well, yeah, actually, it does look pretty good.
I feel like that happens all the time where like someone tries to show you like a picture of their dog on their phone and they hold up a picture to your face and like, look how cute my dog is or whatever.
Constantly. The amount of times that people in public, random strangers, come up to me to try to show me photos of their dog as if A, I care at all. Look, I'm a dog person. Like, I love dogs. But when I'm working out on the treadmill or standing in line to get my coffee, I don't care about your dog that's not even in the vicinity. Like, it's so bizarre to me. Like, people literally just come and be like, I have a dog too. And show me the phone. Or like, that's the most common. But I've also had recently, like, if I talk about my niece, my baby niece, people will like be like, oh, I have a niece, and like try to show me a picture of their like niece or nephew. And I'm like, what aren't we getting here? It's honestly probably 9 times out of 10, I pretend I can see it. Because the moment I'm like, oh, I'm blind, they feel weird. They go, wow, you don't look it. Oh my God, I had no idea. Wow, you fooled me. Like they come out with all these freaking cliche lines they all love to say. And then I have to go, haha, yeah, I know. That's what most people say. And then they go, well, have you always been blind? And they go, no, I lost most of my vision at 14. That's why I have this guy here. And I have to get into a whole conversation. So I just go, cute. I spend so much of my life faking sighted for other people's comfort. It's ridiculous.
We'll split up to cover more area.
Okay, context of this one, they're putting up posters for Appa because Appa is missing. So they're putting up missing posters.
Poor Appa. I think of Appa like her guide doggo. Appa is like her Elton.
Toph, I guess you should just come with me.
Why? Because you think I can't put up posters on my own? It's upside down, isn't it? I'll just go with Sokka.
And I suppose you don't think what you're doing is dangerous at all?
No, I don't.
Really?
Yes, really.
Well then, what's this?
I don't know! I mean, seriously, what's with you people? I'm blind!
Sorry, for the poster one where she, I'm assuming, hung it upside down. The amount of times in my life, I don't know why I seem to think this is so funny, but I still think it's funny. I still think it's a fun gag. Where, like, if I'm sitting, like, in a doctor's office or something and there's, like, pamphlets or magazines there and everybody else is sitting around reading, I absolutely love to sit and just, like, hold the pamphlet or magazine upside down and pretend I'm reading. Just for funsies, just for the hell of it. If you scroll all the way back on my Instagram to like a decade ago when I started it, one of the first photos I have on there is me holding a magazine upside down, like with my eyes peeking over it. That's a bit I've done my whole life. I still think it's 10 out of 10, but also that reminded me of when I was in high school. We were making like lemonade stand signs to hang around the school to like promote a fundraiser or something. And I was like, oh, so confident that I could write the sign. Because I was like, I remember how to write letters. Probably half the letters in Lemonade were capital. The other half were lowercase, and at least one was backwards. Because I had not written print letters in so long. And everybody like looked at my sign and they were like, what's happening? What is going on your sign? And I was like, somebody else should do it.
The library is buried? My life's ambition is now full of sand.
Well, time to start excavating.
Actually, that won't be necessary. The inside seems to be completely intact. And it's huge.
That fox thingy went in through a window. I say we climb up there and give it a look.
I say you guys go ahead without me.
You've got something against libraries?
I've held books before, and I gotta tell you, they don't exactly do it for me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, the library joke, when she's like, books don't exactly do it for me, I gotta say, books do it for me. Like, I love holding a book. I love the texture of the pages. I love the smell of a book. Plugging my book, Unseen How I Lost My Vision But Found My Voice, available as a Kindle, as a hardback, as a braille book through the NLS, available as an audiobook read by yours truly. Check out my memoir Unseen now. But truly, a book does do it for me. I love the feeling. And the other day, my fiance was flipping through a cookbook to try to find some inspo for recipes for grocery shopping. And he was sitting next to me, and just the sound of the pages turning and then the scent wafting off of them, I was like, oh yeah, that's the vibe. If you've been blind from birth, I'm very curious. I would assume books hold zero nostalgia and like don't do it for you at all, but I'm very curious your take.
Hey, Aang, you want to test out my messenger hawk with me? I've got an idea.
Sure.
I'm gonna send a note to Katara and say it's from Toph, who wants to apologize. Then everyone will be friends again.
I gotta say, Sokka, you continue to impress me with your ideas.
It's a gift. Dear Katara, sorry for everything, your friend Toph.
I know this is from you, Sokka. Toph can't write. Ugh, you're all driving me crazy.
I can't believe we forgot Toph can't write.
Yep, we're idiots.
Also, I have many a time had my friends write notes for me. Like if I have to like write a card for somebody, like a birthday card, I have definitely had friends like write my messages out for me in the card, and then I'll just sign my name.
The stars sure are beautiful tonight. Too bad you can't see them, Toph.
Hey, how's the guy supposed to sleep with all this yelling and earthquaking?
I feel like whenever people point out to me that I can't see, it's like such low-hanging fruit and I don't find it funny. Like the amount of times that I've had people like I'll be like, "Oh, I saw this thing." And they're like, "Did you? Did you see it?" And I'm like, "Okay, no, but like you know what I meant?" Like I don't know, I feel like when it's like somebody what do you want me to say? Like if somebody's like, "The stars are really beautiful. Shame you can't see them." Yep, sure is. Like I it's like that's always weird to me. For some reason it's very different if I make the joke versus if somebody else just points out to me that I can't see. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm well aware."
Don't you see what she's doing? She's just playing with us. She's not even trying to win this fight.
Not true. I'm giving it my all.
You're trying to keep us here and waste all our time.
Right. I think your friend just said that, genius. And since you can't see, I should tell you I'm rolling my eyes.
Okay, I think the like her ADing the fact that she was rolling her eyes was really funny. And inclusive. Like if we're gonna be bitchy, we might as well be inclusive about it. The amount of times that honestly would have helped me when girls were bullying me or being mean, if they would have just been clear that that's what they were doing by being like, "I'm making a face at you," I would have been like, "Thank you." Because the amount of times it was like ambiguous, I'm like, are they or aren't they being rude? And I just had to like read into tone, but so much girl bullying is like nuanced and in the tiny little like side glances. I mean, I think my mom even talked about that in our podcast episode we did together, like how she would see them making faces and I wouldn't, and she felt like really bad for me and like it hurt her heart to see that. I feel like I'm like, well, you know what? At least this whoever out of context this mean lady is was like, "I'm rolling my eyes at you."
What's your problem? You haven't even touched your smoked sea slug.
Ew.
It's just all you guys can do this awesome bending stuff, like putting out forest fires and flying around and making other stuff fly around. I can't fly around, okay? I can't do anything.
That's not true. No one can read a map like you.
I can't read at all.
Do a painting, so we always remember the good times together.
That's very thoughtful of you, Sokka. Wait, why did you give me Momo's ears?
Those are your hair loopies. At least you don't look like a porcupine. My hair's not that spiky.
I look like a man.
And why did you paint me firebending?
I thought it looked more exciting that way. Oh, you think you can do a better job, Momo?
Hey, my belly's not that big anymore. I really trimmed down.
Well, I think you all look perfect.
Again, low-hanging fruit. I think you all look perfect when you can't see them, but is definitely a comment that I would make. Like if everybody like got dressed up to go out to dinner, like a family thing, I'd be like, "Wow, everyone looks so good." Like I would make the comment even though again, not that funny. Doesn't take a lot of brains to make that joke. I would still make the comment every now and then. So, or like if somebody was like, "Oh, I look like everybody else looks so much better than me," I'd be like, "You look great to me." Like, doesn't take a genius, but just throw it out there when you can. Okay. All in all, I love that the character of Toph is like sassy and funny and like has a big personality. I think 99% of those blind jokes were like really funny. The other 1% were just like not funny. They were just like, yeah, obviously. But I'm actually like impressed with the writing. I feel like I could imagine a sighted person trying to write blind jokes and being like, "Is this okay to do that?" So I'm curious if there was like any blind people in the writer's room or like who reviewed it, or if the sighted people did full send and were like, we're just gonna give it a go and hope the blind people don't get mad at us. But I think it's funny. I really like her. I think the sound effects are really cute too. They have good sound effects. Like that Momo?
Yeah.
At the end, really cute sounds. The sounds really cutesy. I feel like I would watch the show. Yeah, watching it with audio description on Netflix, like I feel like I could get into it. I know so many of you love Toph and so many of you love this show. So I feel like between all of your love and support for her, my fiance's love and support, and these little tidbits, I'm like, you know what? It's not half bad. I might give it a go. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to use code Molly Burke for 10% off your purchase of a website or domain name. Supporting my sponsors really helps support my channel and me being able to continue to make videos like this. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, you can click over here to watch the video I made reacting to the casting of Toph in the live action, or you can click over here to see a video where I reacted to a bunch of other scenes of blind characters in mainstream media. Bye!